Everyone wants to be brave. We all want courage, the strength to face life, to face people, to face loss, to face uncertainty. But tell me, can you be brave if you are afraid of losing something? Number, you cannot be brave as long as you are attached. Real bravery is not the absence of fear, it is the absence of dependence. You are afraid because you depend. You depend on people's approval, you depend on your possessions, you depend on outcomes. And when you depend, fear becomes your shadow. So the question is not, how do I become brave? The question is, why am I so dependent? Bravery does not come from effort. You can't train the mind to be brave by repeating positive affirmations. True courage comes from understanding, from seeing how false the foundation of fear is. Fear always hides behind something you want to protect. If you have nothing to protect, what will fear attack? You are afraid to lose money because you have made money your identity. You are afraid to lose relationships because you have made people your identity. You are afraid to die because you think the body is who you are. That's not courage, that's confusion. And confusion can never give you strength. So to be truly brave, you must first be clear. Clarity gives courage. When you see things as they are, fear loses its power. Fear feeds on imagination. Clarity kills imagination. The child is afraid of darkness, not because darkness harms him, but because he imagines monsters in it. Your mind does the same. It imagines loss, rejection, failure, and then trembles before its own creation. Understand this, and fear begins to dissolve. Courage is not to fight fear. Courage is to see fear. When you observe fear without running away, without trying to fix it, you begin to realize fear is just thought. It is just a vibration of the mind. It has no real existence outside of your attention. Fear says, "What will happen tomorrow?" Wisdom replies, "Tomorrow does not exist yet." Fear says, "What if I fail?" Wisdom replies, "You never succeed nor fail. Only actions happen." Fear says, "I might lose everything." Wisdom replies, "You never owned anything." When you realize this, courage is not something you need to develop. It is your natural state. The brave one is not the one who never trembles. The brave one is the one who walks through the trembling. Courage is not loud, it's silent. It doesn't roar. It simply remains still when everything else shakes. If you want to be brave, learn to face reality as it is. Don't hide behind hopes, don't escape into dreams. Don't cover your fears with false confidence. Face them. Look at your insecurities directly. Ask, what exactly am I afraid of? And you will see fear survives only in vagueness. The moment you bring light to it, it begins to vanish. Bravery does not come from victory, it comes from truth. A man who lives in truth cannot be afraid. Because what can you take from truth? Nothing. You can destroy the body, insult the name, take away possessions, but truth remains untouched. That's why the sages of Advaita say, the one who knows himself cannot fear anything, because he knows, I am not the body, not the mind, not the name. I am the witness of it all, and how can the witness be afraid of the scene? The body can tremble, the mind can panic, but the witness remains still. That stillness, that awareness, is your real courage. Bravery, then, is not a muscle. It's understanding. It's not shouting in front of the world. It's being silent before your own mind. It's not about defeating enemies. It's about seeing that there were never any enemies outside, only illusions within. The brave person does not control the world. He understands it. And in understanding, he becomes free. Freedom, that is courage. When you are free from desires, from comparisons, from fear of loss, what can hurt you? You can stand naked before the world, and still nothing can touch you. That is real power. The weak one hides behind achievements and appearances. The strong one hides behind nothing. He stands as he is, invulnerable, open, unarmed. And that openness is his greatest strength. So if you want to be brave, stop asking for courage. Ask for clarity. Ask for truth. Because truth and fear cannot live together. The moment truth enters, fear walks out. Understand this deeply. Bravery is not in doing great things. It's in not being broken by little things. It's in being calm when life is chaotic. It's in saying yes to life, even when it's uncertain. And remember, Wam, bravery does not mean aggression. The most fearless beings are often the most peaceful ones. They don't need to prove anything. They don't shout. They don't fight because they already know that nothing real can be lost. So the next time fear visits you, don't resist it. Welcome it, look into its eyes and say, "You are not real." Then let it pass. That's courage. That's strength. That's the bravery Advaita Vedanta speaks of. The bravery that arises not from the mind, but from the self. And when you live from that self, when you live in awareness, every situation becomes an opportunity to be fearless. Because now you are not fighting life, you are flowing with it. And what can life do to the one who is life itself? That, my friend, is true bravery.